Yo, what's up, everybody? We back on the Chopping It Up Media. This is your boy B Fade. Man, we back, guys. I know it's been a long time, but we here. You know what I mean? We here. That's the most important thing. This is the new pilot. You know what I mean? We started from scratch. Um, there's been some things, whenever you're doing something, right? Whenever you're doing something positive or something for the father, you get attacked, man. And I'm just be the first one to say, me and my boy Louis the Don, we got attacked. We was doing this podcast, everything was going smooth, and then we both got attacked. I'll let him tell his own story, but we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. This episode is brought to you by Pursuit Insurance Agency. Oh boy, where they pursue you to get life insurance. They will chase you down to make sure you get covered. You know what I'm saying? For life insurance. Life insurance is probably the most important thing that you can, have, man. A lot of people call it death insurance, but that's our sponsor, Pursuit Insurance Agency. If you need life insurance, you dial the number 1-800-252-5953. Get your life insurance. Ain't no cap. It's going to be me that answer the phone. It's a one-man business. I'm not trying to make it look bigger than what it is. Call your boy and get some life insurance, man. We need it. We need it. GoFundMe is not life insurance. All right. So we're going to get into this thing here, guys. We're also brought to you by Prey Area Records. All right. A truth music based company. You know what I mean? That specializes in music being released, outreach, different things like that, man. So we're going to be back online in a minute here. You know what I mean? Just want to shout out Invasion Live Music Festival that happened earlier this year. I want to just give a shout out to the Invasion Tour. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep this thing rocking, guys. We are here to talk about some things today. All right. We're going to talk about some things today. There's been a lot going on since you guys last heard from us. There's been a lot of things going on. One major thing that's in the headlines right now is going to be the situation that happened in Alabama, where a young man kind of got beat up, and some people came to the rescue, and it's all over the internet, guys. I know you guys are seeing it. It's all over the internet. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Just to give you guys a quick synoptics of what happened with me, man. I had a very unfortunate housing situation. Went down there one day to pay my rent. They just said they wasn't renewing the lease. I know a lot of you guys see me online, some of the juicing stuff I do, some of the videos I do with my kids. You guys kind of seen the area and the space that I was living in. And that came to a halt real quick, man. I always say we all 30 days away from being homeless. And, I went down there, had my rent. I had to be out by a certain amount of time, let my credit slip a little bit, wasn't qualifying for nothing. And I had to put myself in a situation where I had to rent a room from somebody for 2 months. And it was purely uncomfortable. And I would say pure hell for me, straight up. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High, how he do it. Blessed your boy, and now I'm in an even better place, man. So we back, and Louis the Don, he gonna be joining us probably, in the third or fourth episode. He's still getting some things together, but just continue to keep us in prayer, keep us lifted up, keep us in your prayers, man. So enough about that, guys. It's been a long time, and we got a situation in that happened in Alabama. Where, it was the Alabama Brawl. You know what I mean? It's all over the internet. Your boy. Everybody know about it. I guess apparently there was a worker that was working on the dock, and he wanted to clear out the, the pier so the boat can come in or whatever. And this was a black man. I'm going to say black man. This was a black man. This was an African. And there were some Caucasians, some business owners that had a boat, and they didn't like what the brother said, and it became violent real quick. They jumped the brother. To be out from what I saw, looked like they jumped him. and he threw up his hat. I don't know if that was like because he was a worker. So I don't know if that was their code. When you throw the hat up, that means it's on. I don't know what that code is for because here's what I do know. Various people from other countries show up at ports, right? It's kind of like border patrol. Like when, like a lot of people try to jump over the border, they have a code, they have a call, they have a code. You know what I mean? When people, violate and cross that barrier. So I'm not sure in that situation if, the man throwing the hat up was like a sign of distress, something they pre-planned, or maybe he just threw the hat up. I don't know. But looked like they began to jump on him and wail him. I saw women, I saw men wailing on him. You know what I mean? For a minute, he fought as good as he could for a while. And then, after that, it kind of went a little bad. Then, you kind of see a brother swimming over there, and then you start seeing other people that starts figuring out what's going on. And then everybody start rallying up. And then a bunch of black people just start beating up the white people. If I hope that didn't offend nobody, but that's what it was. And now what we have over the internet, right? Now, one thing that did happen, and I'm all for, somebody being taken advantage of or somebody being beat up and people coming to help. And what happened, this one brother came and hit a lady over the head with a chair. You know what I mean? And I don't know, we've been done wrong a lot in our lives. I'm talking about black people. We've been, whipped, beat, hung, racially discriminated against, things like that throughout the years. So to a certain degree, when we strike back, it's kind of a celebration sometimes in certain people's eyes. It's a celebration. The way I look at things, because I have friends from all different type of ethnicities. I have white friends, I have black friends, I have Chinese friends, any Samoan, anything you can think of, I got them. You know what I mean? And I know about racism and how racism is, but I also know that you can't write off an entire race. All people aren't bad. All police ain't bad. All blacks ain't criminals. That was my, kind of discovery in my song Distractions. You know what I mean? Like you got bad and good in every situation, whether it's race, every business class, every, demographic, you have bad and you have good. So we can't write off a whole race because there's a documentary out, and I'm going to double back. There's a documentary out called The Sound of the Police. And it was shocking to me, because the way that they portrayed it, it was the violence that has been put on blacks since slavery, right? But then you had a lot of Caucasian white people speaking on our behalf, lawyers and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was real cool, to be honest, because I thought it was another tool to have us racially divided, right? So back to the situation, so this situation happens, it goes viral. It starts off by everybody sharing the video, right? Everybody sharing this video. I found out about it because I don't watch the news that much, but I found out about it through Facebook, through Instagram, through people sharing. And I was okay, they helped it. You know what I mean? But then I started seeing, and then I want you guys in the comments, if you have any commentary or you have any questions or opinions about it that I can expound on, let me know so we can have a conversation because I am here by myself today. So, then you start seeing on the internet, you start seeing like people reenacting the whole thing, kind of glorifying it. You know what I mean? Then you see people taking pictures of the chair section in Walmart, they empty. You see people with chair earrings. You see people with the medallions of a chair, diamond iced out. And it's more like a mockery, like we're glorifying, the situation. I do understand. I understand. It was wrong, and it's like a victory. You know what I'm saying? It's like a victory. But to me, we have to pay attention to what's going on. We have to pay attention to stuff like this that's going viral, right? But at the same time, you got an all black judge, all black DA, all black everything prosecuting Trump. And then we got the Sound of the Police documentary coming out. All at the same time, you got to understand that certain things are a distraction. And when we sit here and self-glorify things like this, we don't want to keep putting fuel on the fire. And most people be like, I ain't scared, because that's the thing. Hey, we ain't gonna shut up about this, right? And if we say don't do it, don't advocate for that, don't advocate for this, then it's like, no, we ain't scared. But I understand. But at the same time, if we want peace and unity in the world, because I guarantee you, that situation, there's a gang of white people that did not agree with it. I can tell you that right now. It's a gang of, all races that didn't like what happened to the black man. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to make this a racial divide. I've seen this happen so many times throughout the years. Please comment. Please tell me something. Talk to me. Like Watchmen say, talk to me. But this is a situation where we kind of got to take a self-reflection, right? This was an isolated situation. It wasn't nothing as big as, everybody storming the Congress, but it was a situation that people happened to catch online. So I just wanted to, hear you guys' thoughts, hear you guys' comments. This is going to be a short one. This is basically a test, letting you guys know we're coming back. It's kind of hard to navigate this, just being on here by myself. Very hard to navigate it. So, your comments are welcome. Your questions are welcome. Again, Louis the Don will be joining us in a few episodes here. So we plan on having some guests. We plan on doing some music reviews. You send in your music. We're not going to charge you nothing. We're just going to critique it. And me being a music professional myself for years, can give you an honest opinion on, your music and things like that. Any other topic you guys want us to talk about? In the past, we talked about relationships. We've talked about motivation versus commitment. Everything is here to uplift and help. You know what I'm saying? So all your questions are welcome. Your comments are welcome. But yeah, that situation, that's one of the hot topics right now. And we got to get it in our mind, man, that racism, there's a certain entity. Shalom, patience. There's a certain entity. The media will stir up stuff to turn everybody against everybody. And, sometime, Lou says have pride in standing up for each other, but everything is always a joke. Yeah. And see, that's my thing. Shalom, sister. That's my thing. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing is not cool. It's not cool. And you talking to a brother, right, that have love in his heart. When you have love in your heart and you see injustice, it does something to you, and you're gonna stand up for what's right. I always go back to when Obama was running for president, and everybody, because he was black, they voted for him. And a lot of people regret that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And it's always about the spirit behind somebody. It's not the person, it's not the color, it's not that. Now those people were arrested. They're still looking for one of them, I think, but those people were arrested. I believe the justice that we never got, we getting it on a high level. But the brother that hit the sister with the chair, they looking to charge him. I haven't been updated on everything as of today, but they were still looking for him as a person of interest. And that was assault with a deadly weapon right there. You know what I mean? And a woman, he could have just grabbed her, you know what I mean, and subdued her or just stopped her, but he cracked her over the head with a chair. And then you got a lot of people glorifying this stuff, man. This stuff ain't cool. We are contributing to the destruction of our society, man, whether you like it or not. We're contributing to the demise of us as a human race, man. There's in time, I would say, word prophecy that's coming to pass at this point in time, and everybody seems to be doing their part. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the bad and the good. You know what I'm saying? And I just think we have to wake up and be more mature. There was even somebody that said we are not our ancestors, which was a slap in the face because our ancestors, right? They stood up for things that we would do. There's numerous amount, hundreds and thousands of people that died, including people like Martin Luther King and different people died for us to have what we have now. And they stood up, but you didn't see them glorifying things. You didn't see them being happy because, we retaliated and a white person got hurt. I never saw that. They were more mature. But now we in a world star hip hop era. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody wants to take something and catch it on camera. You know what I mean? And glorify it. And it's sad, man. Sometimes I sit back and I look and I think and I ponder on different things because coming on a platform like this, you have to be bold because a lot of people are not going to agree with me. I love my people. I do. I love my people. And when I say my people, I'm talking about the people of my people from Deuteronomy 28. You know what I mean? That was shipped in slavery, brought from Africa, and been through all kind of horrific experiences. We've come a long way. But there's also other people that's my people. People that have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And what we got to do is begin to, unite, man. And we have to, sometimes it's good to just sit back and watch something before you join in, and what I just don't like what I see. I don't like that we glorifying the fact that, yeah. So Lou says we are not our ancestors. We glorify killing and selling drugs to each other. So when the narrative is on the other foot, and Lee Majors used to say this all the time, you see something like that every day in the black community where there's a bunch of blacks jumping on another black. Do we have the same energy? Do we have the same concern when another black man hurts another black man? That's something to think about. But whenever it's the police, whenever it's somebody else, it's always a big deal. And then you have your big time lawyers coming in trying to get those lawsuits, the discrimination lawsuits, and different things like that. And a lot of them do a good job. But at the same time, are we hypocrites when it comes to that? Are we hypocrites when it comes to, another black male shooting a black male? Where's the protest? Where's the protest with that? So what I'm saying is, it's great that they helped, right? But at the same time, are we helping in the other situations as well? When it's black on black crime, are we helping? You know what I mean? We can't be a hypocrite with that. We got to have balance. I'm welcoming your questions. I'm welcoming your comments. You know what I mean? We talking about the Alabama Brawl. And we talking about the good part of it is that people, came and helped out. But the bad part is we glorifying the fact that a man hit a woman in the head with a chair. What are your thoughts on that? The 6 people that's on here right now, what are your thoughts on that? Should we be glorifying the fact that let's do this? Should we be glorifying the fact? Glorifying. Now, the word glorifying just means that we, boasting in it, that we like, yeah, get them mother effers. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we get them. No, it's not. It's those people. It's those people that did it. You know what I mean? It's those people. Where's the protest when we pimping our women and make them video hoes? Oh, that's what Lewis said. Where's the protest when we pimping our women and making them hoes? So I believe what Lewis saying is any injustice that happens in the black community, we should be campaigning for. It shouldn't be just when it's at the hands of a police or at the hands of somebody of another race. What are your thoughts on that? Talk to me. Engage with me. We chopping it up. The name of this podcast is called Chopping It Up Media. You know what I'm saying? So we chopping it up. But where is the protest? Where is the protest for sex trafficking? I saw something the other day, and I forgot what city it is, or state it is. If somebody know what state this is, please put it in the chat. Where there's over 40 black boys and girls missing. Has anybody seen that? I'm talking about they like from the age of 14 to 18, missing. Nobody know where the heck they at. Where's the protest with that? You tell me. But what's going to be on Netflix, what's going to be on Hulu is the fact that, like the documentary, The Sound of the Police, it's about racial discrimination against African Americans by police since slavery. So they went all the way back to slavery, all the way up until now. Something that most definitely needs to be talked about. But what else needs to be talked about? What else? Let's talk about women being taken advantage of by black pastors in the church. Let's talk about a brother that's supposed to be passing out food to single women, and then he's going over there sleeping with them, catching them in their vulnerability. Where's the protest in that? There's a lot of different things that's going on, but we catch what we want to. We catch what we want to, and then we amplify it, we blow it up, and we make that our everything. We got to wake up, people. We got to wake up. And I'm not talking about as a black community. We got to wake up as a community. Like I told you, this one gonna be real short. We all go through things, and really, I'm gonna switch gears here. At this point in my life, I need to be in a position where I can help people. There's people out here that need help. Situations, people I talk, they need help. And then you got pastors dropping the ball. When it comes to the things that are most important, you got people in leadership that drop the ball on certain situations, man. And I got to get myself in a position. I was thinking about doing a GoFundMe just so I can have a fund for people who need some food, need a place to stay, because my heart is bigger than my bank account. And sometimes I do what I can for people. And while I'm taking care of these kids y'all know how many kids I got. You know what I mean? And we got to come together as a community, man, because we losing. And we losing soldiers. We losing soldiers. Like some of the people that go through the hardest thing, if you help that person get up, they're going to be one of the strongest people in your army. One of the strongest people in your army. And you're not helping them because you know they're the strongest. It's just they've been through something. And when they get up from when they come from, if they have a heart, man, they're going to help as many people as they can. And they're going to help you help as many people as they can because you help them. Please bless me with $1 million so I can help somebody. Not so I'm cool. I work. I'm cool. I have my own business. I'm cool. I have a place to stay. I have a car. I have adequate transportation. I have employment. I'm cool. I don't really need nothing extra. If I could just be able, when somebody calls and say, brother, I need $100, I could just give it to them out of that fund. Brother, I need $200. I can't, you know what I mean? Like I do it though. That's the thing. I give what I got. You know what I'm saying? And then I have resources. I have a platform. But sometimes I can use my platform and it don't happen the way, whoever I use said they was going to do. And that's just the bottom line. I'm sorry. You say you're going to do something, do it. You got a place for this person to stay and you told me you had that? Do it. So there's bigger fish out there to fry, guys. Don't get caught up in this social media frenzy. This social media frenzy that they got us all in, don't get caught up in it. Focus, forgive. I'm being led right now. We going way off. Forgive, man. You got unforgiveness in your heart. You're not punishing that person by not having unforgiveness. You it's like a cancer eating you up because you have no forgiveness for that person or for those people. You got a sister you ain't talking to? Why? What'd she do to you? Now she over there wondering why ain't nobody calling her. You over there wondering why ain't nobody calling you. Men relationships. Stop getting offended. Stop getting offended every time you think somebody saying something that's against your flesh. Self-reflection. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Your body is a temple. Some of us, we treat our body like a garbage dump. And that's supposed to be the holy temple? Believer? That's supposed to be the holy temple? And you treating your body like a garbage can? He want to live in your unit, and you treating your unit like a garbage dump when you're supposed to be treating it like a 5-star hotel. One minute you complaining about how your back and hurting and how you so sick, and then 5 minutes later you posting a big old cheeseburger with mayo and everything dripping and eating anything you want to, and then the next day you posting talking about your back hurting, oh my stomach hurting, oh I'm so sick and all this. Dude, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up, guys. It's time to wake up. You got diabetes, you got high blood pressure. Quit going to Taco Bell at 1 in the morning. Quit going to Wendy's. Quit drinking Coca-Cola. All these sodas. And, sometimes you get on Instagram and everybody got these restaurants. Stuff look nice. I ain't gonna lie. Look nice. You got the lobster, then they got the thing dripping, and then they, sucking everything up, and it looks good. It looks real good. But you can't do that because you got diabetes. You got high blood pressure. You're not 15 anymore. You're 40. You're 30. Your body is going to start requiring some things in you, or it's just going to shut down. Look at the ages of when their body really starts shutting down. People be tripping off my juicing and telling me I'm doing too much. Oh, you juice every day. Oh, you do. Oh, I couldn't do. Dude, do what you do. I'm doing this for a reason. You think I'm doing the juicing? You know how people be like, you think I'm doing this for my health? Yes, I am. Because I know how I feel. I know how I feel when I don't juice. It's a lifestyle for me. Have I slipped up? Yes. But for the most part, I'm on a daily regimen because my body is a temple and I want to be here for my kids. Now, a lot of people, I had a brother at one point, man, and he really, at the time, it really wasn't nothing I could say because he didn't have no family or nothing. People that don't have any family or anything like that, sometimes they feel that, maybe they don't need no life insurance. Who am I going to leave some money to? You know what I mean? I ain't got no loved ones. If I drop dead, you know what I mean? I'm just dead. Oh, hey, what do you want? But that's still being selfish. There's somebody that's going to have to clean out your apartment when you die. If you got a car that you're paying a payment on, there's somebody that's going to have to deal with that bank. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get out of the dumb stuff. We got to get out of the dumb stuff. We got to get out of the this is how I was raised stuff. Because 8 times out of 10, we was raised crazy and raised off just what the next person did in their life experience. You can't sit here and tell me if the Most High is telling me something. He told me to open up a business. You've never owned a business. You're not going to be able to tell me not to open up a business. When I opened up my business, when I opened up Pursuit Insurance Agency, I opened it up on faith. I ended up getting a contract to where every day I log in, I work for myself. I work for myself. I didn't know that was going to happen. I thought that I was going to have to, buy my leads and do this. I got a contract with a company that's providing everything, and they just want me to have a certain amount of sales every month, which I do with no problem. We got to begin to different things like credit. We got to begin to work on our credit. My problem when they didn't renew my lease, if my credit was right, I would have qualified for the first place I looked at and been cool. Wouldn't have never had to go through that for 2 months. But because I let my credit slide, because I got comfortable, right? I wasn't able to do that. And then it took me through a whole plethora of problems. You know what I'm saying? And I just now got out of it. Let me share something with you guys. So I'm gonna tell you how I got out of the situation. I decided one day, I was like, I'm gonna get a hotel in the area that I want to live in. I'm gonna go get a hotel. The next day, I'm gonna go apartment hunting. Right? I seen the place that I'm in now, and I filled out the application, but I knew my credit was tore up. Right? I filled it out anyway, paid the little fee, whatever. Right? I get back to the room that I was renting, and I look in my email. They approved me. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm approved? Hold on. Check this out, y'all. I filled out the application at about 10 a.m. in the morning. I look back in my email at 9:30 that morning. I got a notification saying that my credit score went up 70 points from a credit card that I paid off. It went up 70 points 30 minutes before I filled out that application. I didn't know that. He gets the glory on that. I came out on faith, rented a hotel. I'm already in a situation. Now I'm renting a hotel, hoping that, probably not even knowing that somebody's going to give me an apartment, right? These jokers approved me immediately. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing that I did on my own. I worked hard. And ever since I've been here, sometimes I just look around and be like, man, we are all, and if you guys saw my videos in the past, it looked like I was doing really well. If I can get a witness in the comments here, it looked like I was doing really well, because I was. Had a nice penthouse, everything. That stuff came to a halt in 2 weeks. I'm in storage. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh. Then I had trouble renting a room. I'm like, this is sick. Do I have to go to California and go, you know what I'm saying? Go, what I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? And I endured the situation. Trouble don't last always. And this should be some encouragement for somebody. Trouble does not last always. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe the word. There's joy coming in the morning. It doesn't always mean the next morning. His mornings are different than ours. You know what I'm saying? It's just saying joy gonna come soon. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get out of your situation, but you get out quicker when you believe, when you don't complain. But there's some situations out there that need immediate help. And like when we used to go out to feed the homeless, right? We would always feed them before we prayed with them. They don't want to hear the word right now. I'm hungry. Feed me, man. I'm hungry. I'm cold. We come out there with coats, and then we feed them first, let them eat. You know what I mean? And we, maybe feed 3 or 4 people and then go down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then come back to the people that's done with their meal, and then we would witness to them and tell them how good Yahshua is. It was Jesus at the time. Let them know how good Yahshua is. And then they're going to listen because, I ain't hungry no more. But sometimes we have to meet a natural need immediately. And I just feel we need to be more equipped as the body, man, to help folks when they down. Because I ain't gonna lie, I reached out to some people. And when I reach out, I don't reach out often. If I reach out, I really need it. You know what I'm saying? And when I reached out to people I know that got it. And it was so, and when I say know that got it, I'm not talking about I'm talking about people that's balling. I have a lot of people I know. And these particular people, at the drop of a hat, could shoot you $200-$300 for sure. You know what I mean? And I reached out, and on Messenger, how you leave somebody a message, and then they look at it. You can see when they looked at it, and they didn't say nothing. I mean, people, I was like, wow. You know what I mean? And these are some of the people I helped in the past. And I was like, okay, all right. And, I tried to make sure I wasn't doing it on my own strength or whatever, but there's people that came through for me. There's people that did come through like immediately. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, you know what I'm saying? And some of those people helped me get in this place. So sometimes that's another thing, man. We got to reach out to people sometimes. Reach out and ask. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your pride get the best of you. Because, even when I moved here, I was on this floor. All my furniture was still in storage. I brought my car up here. Everything that was in that room that I rented, my TV, and then some clothes and stuff, but then I had everything in storage. I was sleeping on the floor here for the first week. And then my back was killing me. And then I just reached out to somebody that I knew had it. And he was like, I didn't even ask him for it. He told me, he said, sound like you in an empty house. I said, yeah, man. You know, I just got my new apartment, but I got to wait till my next paycheck in order to get my furniture. He was like, oh, no, we can't have you on the floor. He was like, how much you need? I need $500, man. I need to get the U-Haul, you know, one way, $300. Then I need to, you know, different thing, gas, all that stuff with no problem. He gave it to me. And then I had my furniture. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to kill that pride, man. But I think it's just so hardcore when people, you know, this whole podcast today is about love. And it's a reset. You know, that Alabama brawl, that's cool, man. It happened, but don't stop glorifying that stuff, man. Stop glorifying that stuff, man. It's other stuff that we could be doing out here. Help somebody. We're not only praying for people, prayer is an action word. Do you know that? Every time somebody get in a situation, the first thing we do, I'm going to pray for you. Let me see what I can do. Hold on, man. Let me make some calls. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to pray for you too. But I'm going to also make some calls. I'm going to see what I can do for you. You know what I'm saying? And then you got prayer warriors like Miss Felix, prayer warrior. She promotes people's brands, try to help people get things going. She's calling recently. You got to have people like that in your corner. Those are the real remnant. Those are the real remnant of the body, man. Being a believer or just being a good, it's not talk, man. It's not talk, it's action. Do something, share it, do something. I might know, okay, I know somebody in New York. Let me see what he's talking about. This a dude, you know, this a rapper, you know what I'm saying, from New York. I got somebody in a situation in New York. This rapper always talking about outreach. Let me reach out to him then. Let he do outreach. Let me reach out to him and see, you know, and see what he can do. He might know something. Oh yeah, I got a single sister that want networking, guys. Networking, but don't get distracted. Like me, Adrian Man, and R. Collins say in the song "Distractions," don't get distracted. Don't get distracted, guys. Don't do it. I'm gonna play "Distractions" right now. It's a song that me, Adrian Man, and R. Collins did. It's called "Distractions." And this is where I talk about all blacks ain't criminals, all police ain't bad, and we just can't get distracted. Check it out. That's not going right.
Yeah. They want to see your boys try to compose. Excuse me, sir, I ain't one of those. Give me your mic and the stage and the crowd that ain't afraid to rock in the same. Yeah. I can't lie, I like the two-step. But if it ain't Christ, my feet's level. Cause they'll love you in the club and they love you in the drunk and they love you when you turned up. Yeah. I guess in church, man, we didn't listen. Or is it some things they didn't mention? Cause the world, yeah, it's plastic, and man, how you thinking that your life's fantastic? Yeah, but in the end, yeah, it's all molded. Yeah, why Satan chilling with his arms folded? Yeah, while we killing in the streets, ain't nobody yelling peace. It's all to bring hatred,
distractions, man. We so lit with amazing grace.
It's running slow. I don't know why.
His face, Christ all over the place. No more distractions, man. We so lit with amazing grace. Fall on our knees when we seek His face. Christ all over the place.
Hey, we run this race till we finish. Face to face with His grace, taste every finish. Repent it up. You know the weather gets stormy, and who gon' be against me? With God standing for me, don't need a 4-leaf. Why? Cause we've been touched. Plus, don't believe in luck. Most eat it up, but I believe in the Most High. Man, you dig it? Relationship, not religion. That's how I live it, and how I spit it. Life can be a big movie. With tragedy strikes, the first, but won't let it move me. Rest where it's soothing. Stay blessed to reach the world. Let them see the new me. Shake the haters like a Jerry curl. Yeah, and turn around and go pray for them. Still show them love, cause I know it's not too late for them. I know it hurts, but let's face it, all blacks are not criminals, all cops are not racist.
Distractions made, and we so lit with amazing grace. Fall on our knees, then we seek his face. Christ all over the place. No more distractions made, and we so lit with amazing grace. Fall on our knees, then we seek his face. Christ all over the place.
Father, spirit of adoption, breakthrough entertainment, got your boy rocking. King Curtis, devil all nervous. We filled with amazing grace, it was on purpose. Anointed fire, fill the room, consume the distraction, meet your doom. Yeah, kingdom king, let the mountain sing. Every knee shall bow at the foot of the king. Now, out, cast the devil out, in the name of Jesus, what it's all about. Blind see, lame walk, and the mute talk. Looking under him, surrender your whole heart. Workmanship of grace, Christ state of the art. Strip of Sabbath, ripping the distractions apart. So I got it where I want it, with my foot all on it. High upon the rock, yes, Christ all on it.
No more distractions made, and we so lit with amazing grace. Fall on our knees, then we seek his face. Christ all over the place. No more distractions made, and we so lit with amazing.
So I'm gonna cut that short, but yeah, that was back in the Catholicized, you know what I mean? Being the truth now. But yeah, man, you know, let's don't get distracted, guys. We can't get distracted. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. If you're a believer, be a believer, man. You know what I mean? We gotta live who we say we are, man. We gotta live who we say we are, man. That I can't stress that enough, man. We gotta live who we say we are. So that's gonna be about it. Miss Duval, hallelujah. All right. Yes, righteous networking. Yes, changes things. My sister, Patience Warren, does herbs, man. Herbs that's out of this world. Parasite cleanses, moringa leaf, everything, man. Just get at her. I'll leave a link in my I'll leave a link in the comments with her information. My sister Jeanette Felix. She has multiple products, different things like that, man. Yeah, support her, man, and let's stop the foolishness. Let's stop the foolishness. Let's mature, and be what Yahuwah want us to be, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna just keep praying, and that we WWP. What's WWP, Lou? Worship, work, and provide. And I'm gonna add the L on that. WWPL. Let's worship, work, provide, and love. Let's love others, man, like we love ourselves, man. You know that was the first commandment. You know what I'm saying? Let's love others and let's highly esteem our brother and sister above ourselves, man. This your boy B Fade, man. I'm out, man. Louis the Don. I long for the day that we doing this together again, man. It was kind of rough for me, keeping everything going by myself, but you know, all praises to the Most High, man. We're going to continue to serve you a menu of truth. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get up out of here with Chopping It Up Media. And I'm going to just say a prayer, man, real quick, man. Father, we just thank you, Father, for everything that you've done for us, Father, for everything that you will do, Father, and for everything that you're doing right now that we don't even know about, Father. I pray for those, Father, that are displaced mentally, physically, Father, people that have nowhere to stay, people that have no food to eat, Father, people that have nobody to or shoulder to lean on, Father. I just ask you, Father, to touch their heart, Father, touch the network around them, Father, bring in laborers, Father. For those, Father, I ask you to encamp your angels around our households tonight, Father. Keep us safe, Father, as we leave this podcast, but not your presence, Father. We just thank you in the matchless name of Yahushua, HaMashiach, hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen. Shout out to Watchman Derek, man, Pastor Tinsley, and everybody else, man. We love you guys, and you be Baruch. Bye-bye.